Before we get into the workout, we need to start off with a warm-up. A dynamic warm-up that's going to mobilize the muscles and get the joints and ligaments ready for the workout. So to start off, we're going to start with the squat to toe reach. You want to sink the butt back and then come up onto the toes, squeezing the legs while swinging the arms up towards the ceiling at the same time. Each time you squat down, be sure to put the weight in those heels. Our next move is the lateral lunge to side bend. You want to step wide to the side, getting an inner thigh stretch. Keep the chest lifted, and then you're going to reach the arm up and over towards the side wall, stretching through the lats, the backs, and the shoulder muscles. Making sure that when you step the foot wide, the knee is always tracking out over the toes. Next move is our inchworm to chest press. You want to start off with straight legs. Walk the hands down and forward into a nice tight plank, keeping the core braced. The hands are going to go just wider than the shoulders. Bring the chest down towards the floor. Push back up, then walk back to standing, keeping the legs as straight as possible for as long as possible to get a stretch through the hamstrings. To modify this, you can come to the knees for the press up. Just be sure that that press up is going full range. Chest should come about a fist height off the floor. Make sure the abdominals and the core stays braced throughout. Our next move is the windmill. Straddle the legs nice and wide, keep the legs straight, hinge forward from the hips, and just reach opposite hand towards opposite foot. Your fat-burning dumbbell complex starts off with the front squat. So you want to put your dumbbells or whatever weights you're using just rested onto the shoulders, keeping the arms in front. Push the butt back, keep the chest up and the back flat, push your weight into the heels, and make sure you squeeze those glutes together at the top. From here, you're just going to continue squatting, and you're going to add a shoulder press. So simply push those weights towards the ceiling, squeezing the shoulders and then returning back down. From here, you're just going to turn into a straight up shoulder press. So remove the squat. The legs should be a little bit fatigued by now. And just continue with that shoulder press to really burn out those shoulders. From here, bring the legs wide and go into a sumo squat position. The hands go close together so that they can just drop down in between the legs to make sure that you can squat down nice and low. Making sure those knees are tracking out over the toes, the weight goes into the heels, chest up, back flat. Continue with the sumo squat, but add in an upright row. This is another shoulder exercise. You want to lead with the elbows and stop the hands as they get just above chest height. Then we're going to bring the legs close together and go for a straight leg deadlift. Here, you want to hinge the hips backwards, a slight bend in the knees, keep the back flat, and then drive back up to standing by squeezing those butt cheeks together as hard as you can, giving the pelvis a little tuck under at the top. From here, bring your feet about hip width apart, hinge forward, keeping the back flat, and we're going for a bent over row. So you want to drive the elbows back, keep the arms wide, squeeze the shoulder blade and back muscles at the top before coming back down. Now we need to finish off the set with some burpees. Yes with the jump, and yes with the chest press. This is to really get that heart rate up, to maximize your fitness levels and maximize that calorie and fat burn. To modify the burpee, you can come to the knees for the press up. You can also remove the jump. Try to keep the jump in there though, because like we said, we want to get the heart rate up and burn the maximum amount of calories as possible. Once you finish the burpees, take 30 to 60 seconds of rest and then get ready to go again.